This playthrough is rated M for mature.
Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Our World is End. In the last episode, we had the dejected episode where everyone just backed down and decided to leave well enough alone after what happened with the DIH and Reina-san and everything like that. But secretly, unbeknownst that was only a short period as a W.O.R.L.D thought up a plan. But now we've got to prepare this plan without alerting anyone else, just because got to be men and manly men and can't get the girls involved because they don't have skills and didn't help at all throughout the whole game. Get off the big whale, Rydia. I mean, Natsumi-san. Let's see if we can convince her to get away from us so we can get back to the plan. You're hiding something. Talk! I'm cornered. If I don't say anything, she'll find out the truth. We're playing a rogue. I forget that we're in a store and shout that out loud. Naturally, the store turns awkwardly silent. Huh? Do you even think about what you're shouting? Natsumi-san can't help but panic because of the word. Now that I've said it, though, I have no choice but to run with it. Well, Awari-san got a really good eroge, so we're all staying the night to play it together. Haha. Do you guys really do that? Would they play erotic novels together? I wouldn't even be caught dead doing that with another person. Let alone like a loved one or anything like that. You know, just because it's just too creepy and awkward. What a dry laugh. Damn! You're all vile. She looks at me like I'm walking garbage. That's when Tatiana comes back, Gaiju-kun in hand. Did I hear eroge? What were you talking about? Instead of answering that, Natsumi-san just looks away from me. Let's go, Tatiana. If you stay with him, you'll catch the perv germ. She turns around and heads to the checkout counter. Yeah, I don't want to catch that. They pay for their goods and leave the store. Well, I fooled her, but the cost of being counted as a true perp. She's thought of you as that before, so what's the difference? Protecting secrets sure is difficult sometimes. Bearing the damage, I head to the checkout. Yeah, I gotta give the MC some credit. Did get her off his ass. I'm done with the shopping. I return to Awari-san's room. He and Aruka-san will look at me in surprise. What's wrong, my boy? Why the tired face? You were just shopping, right? Yeah, and if you ignore the fact that Natsumi-san concluded that I've got the perv germ, it went okay. I tell him about what happened at the store. Ah, I see. I also consider the possibility of Natsumi turning suspicious and coming in here, but when that happens, you can just press the escape key on this keyboard. He does exactly that. The monitor instantly displays a screen that looks like it's from an eroge. Probably has that on all the time. It looks relatively old. I imagine one of Awari-san's favorites. I'm not familiar with most eroge in general, so I have no idea if that's an actual one or not. It's not an intense scene per se, most likely because we have minors like Unisan Tatiana, but the girl with the large breast makes it pretty obvious that's an eroge. Oh, this is a good old the boss is here function. Oh, the boss is here function. Whoa now, shouldn't the boss is here function make it look like you're working? This is the complete opposite. It's clearly an eroge. I'm so lost. But it's less natural for us three to actually be working together, right? I mean, what does it say about us as company? Oh, wait, so it's less... No, it isn't. Well, I guess. What does it say about us as a company? Yeah, we'll just be somewhat agreeable. Well, I guess. Well, I guess you're right. That says a lot of things about us as a company, but whatever. It's true that the three of us now are gathered together just to work. If these two call me over, it's obviously for something off. I knew you'd understand, my boy. Awari-san looks satisfied. That's why, to make sure it doesn't seem off, I meant showing something sexy. That suits us way better. Honestly, I didn't want to be branded as a pervert again. Anyway, I can only hope that we'll never have to use the escape key. We'll never have to escape this dire situation. We go on to eat what I brought and investigate cafe exits. However, as time passes, we all become less tense. That's what Aruka-san who finished eating the fried chicken lunch That's when Aruka-san who finishes eating the fried chicken lunch speaks up. By the way, Sakai, about that cafe's building. Ah, did you find out something? Awari-san, who's eating the Paradise Box lunch, raises his head. Aruka-san makes it all so he can see the screen on his laptop. As you can see, the building is really old. It's probably from before the war, even. Oh, we all know what war that is. Yeah. Apparently, that's part of Asakusa that made brick buildings at that time. However, that particular building doesn't have any proper entrance, so it's the subject of lots of rumors. Rumors? Iwari-san raises an eyebrow. Yes, for example, it's a secret VIP club meeting, a space they hold shady parties there at night. Or it's an entrance to a nuclear shelter underneath Asakusa. Or it's an old military classified research institute that's still used for forbidden human experiments. Ah, so there's an urban legend about it, huh? Honestly, having been there and seen the way it looks and works for myself, I can totally understand those who'd like to make rumors about it. However, it actually used to be a bar-like place. It went out of business tens of years ago, though. They probably closed off the entrance right after that. It's true the cafe exit feels like a modern place. Yeah. It doesn't seem off for it to be a bar. So, it's stayed a lot there since then. Is it that kind of property? By the way, who owns it anyway? According to the Ministry of Finance, it's not the government, at least. Iruka-san grabs a PC and searches for something. Soon enough, he makes a weird sound. Wow! I feel like I made the greatest hit! I click on the site and quickly start reading. So this place is called the Kaburagi Building. According to this old building's photo site, the owner is Jose Kaburagi. JK. Jose Kaburagi. Jose Kaburagi. That sounds somewhat familiar. Iwari-san tilts his head. Jose Kaburagi is the president of Kaburagi Electronics, a company that was in the Riken Kozen before the war. With the Riken Kozen dissolved and basically ended up becoming the current Riken, he went on to establish his own personal research institution. Although he's more of a businessman than a researcher. He places his hand on his chin and makes a serious expression. His eyes don't drift away from the monitor even as he talks. Wow, you present the info on the net like it's your own knowledge. Amazing! My praise makes him excited. Oh, then listen to this. Mr. Jose Kaburagi is actually the founder of the Northern Scientific Research Institute. Eh? The Northern Scientific Research Institute? You mean? I open my eyes wide and he continues. After the war with Riken Kozen was dissolved, he made his way to Hokkaido and set up a research institute independent from the core. It's now known as Riken North. The sunglasses shine as he reads the info. So independent from the core, you mean that Riken North and Riken are like sister companies? Well, Iruka-san stats to stumble a bit? You mean starts game? Ding. Iwari-san takes over and explains it instead. No, unlike Riken North is a private research institute. As far as I know, it's supported by some foreign corporations or something, though they do cooperate with Riken recently. That's what I heard from Yuri, anyway. Riken is national, so it's funded by the government, while Riken North is funded by something completely different. But according to Iwari-san, they still cooperate in certain research. It's like a business partnership. We got a bit derailed, but basically the one who owns the Cafe Exit building is the founder of Riken North. Seems like it. With that in mind, it's extremely likely that all the buildings are linked to Riken North and Lab 13. Hell, the fact that the place has an official login line of Akashic, which is in Riken North, feels only obvious. The Jew in Zo stands for 1 and 3, the same numbers as Lab 13. It fits too well to be a coincidence. Well, that's true. Now that you mention it, the door in the New World had 13 on it. It can't be just because the number is cool. 13's cool? Is it? Actually, isn't, like, there's still a lot of places in the world that have a weird, like, thing about having 13th floors and all that other stuff because it still has a weird stigma. Although in Japan, they don't have the 13 stigma. It's like the number 4 or something like that. I don't know. It's something like that. Anyway, Iruka-san folds his arms. He's right. That's hard not to link Riken North's founder, Lab 13. If Cafe Exit is related to Riken North, then the DHI people are just investigating from the inside. Yeah, that, or they're with Lab 13 and lied to us. He falls silent and thinks for a moment. It's possible. I might need to contact Yuri about this. Should he, I mean, is there a possibility that he's in on it, maybe? Or he might be in danger if we let him know? The expression is complicated. What do we do now, Sakai? Well, if we want to find out more, we have to access the data at Cafe Exit or Riken North. But can it really go that far? Even Iwari-san can't help hesitating. Honestly, this feels really dangerous. I doubt we'll get away with just a slap with the wrist if we find out. Yeah, it could be federal crimes there. If Cafe Exit is actually a Lab 13 base, we'll be entering the Dragon's Lair here. Knowing Sakai won't leave any trace of the hacking, but both DIH and Lab 13 have some great security. Basically saying that's risky, but possible. However, Iwari-san's wearing a strange expression. Well, yeah, I definitely wouldn't leave any traces, but would you look at that? I'm already past security. Eh? You did it while eating? Huh, that's a Kai for you. Hacking is a piece of cake for him. I always knew he's a insanely good programmer, but I still don't know how to feel about him breaking security basically with one hand. Well, I used the other hand for, you know. As we all look at him in surprise, Wari-san smiles wryly. Hey, it's only one of the few PCs they have, and it's less like I broke through security, more the security isn't there at all. Before I realized, the Cafe Exit PC appeared on our network. And well, no matter how you look at it, we can't go in easily. What to do? Wari-san isn't sure what to make of the situation. I feel like we're getting help from somewhere, if you know what I mean. If you go in, I'd say you should. It's the manly thing to do. But what if it's a trap? Albert Akmar is just around the corner. They have no reason to trap us, right? Well, that's true, but I have a bad feeling about this. Wari-san intently looks at the PC. The monitor shows this office's network. There's our PCs and another PC just called Exit. But during yesterday's New World clearance, you connected us an Exit, right? This isn't just left over from that? Wari-san shakes his head. Back then, the connection was completely cut. Tachinka confirmed it too, so there's no doubt about that. And back then, all they really did was open a port so we could use the Cafe Exit servers to connect to Akashic. After the mission, not only was the port closed, the line was cut physically. He said the same thing yesterday. That's why we couldn't go back to the New World to meet Reina-chan, or Reina-san. Anyway, we're not trying. Why not just try opening it? We can back out if it starts looking bad. We need to access this to get new clues anyway, right? Wari-san thinks for a moment, then double clicks on the exit icon. What's this? Wari-san glares at the screen and types away. We're looking at the monitor too, but we have no idea what's going on. What's wrong? Aruka-san asks. No, let's leave it at that. Wari-san stops typing. What's wrong? We were just a step away. Aruka-san seems disgruntled. Well, everything ahead has some shady protection, so I can't go in without the right measures. He's being unusually evasive. Also, the way he acted after clicking the exit icon was weird. I opened my mouth to ask whether he saw something, but he opens his mouth first. Sorry, but can you leave me alone? I need to think. His expression is extremely serious, another rarity for him. All right. Okay. Though he was being strange, we couldn't help ourselves to ask anything more. We silently leave Wari-san's room. He just wants to have some private time, if you know what I mean. No. Judgment 7 Office Lounge, August 4th, 2017, Friday, 8:36 p.m. Don't forget it. We go down to the lounge, but find no one there. All right, Tatiana's not here, right? Looks like it. Where is she, though? The shower? Tatiana rarely goes outside alone. When she does, she's always accompanied by someone. Excellent. This lounge now belongs to the Judgment men, -1. A new team, huh? It's pretty obvious why it's -1. Well, he chased us out of his room, so we had no choice but to go here. The dev room is probably occupied by Natsumi-san. She might be working there. No, at this time, Saturday, Natsumi-sensei is at the bath. How do you know that? Aruka-san responds proudly. My Mr. Kai has allowed me to follow girls' eating times. Eating times, bath times, sleep hours, and average minutes in the toilet. Gross. I normally ignore his delusional nonsense, but this is too much even for me. That's basically stalking. Please stop that. This is what it means to know your friends. He doesn't seem the least bit apologetic. Guess he's devoted to his mystic eyes. I ignore him and start checking the exit folder on my PC. However, I give up in less than half an hour. I can't. I really don't think we can do anything about this without a Wari-san. No, don't give up, Reiji. At the moment, Sakai is stripping him of his will to fight. He even locked his room. But that's exactly why we're here. Master and disciple as one. It's our turn now. I don't recall ever becoming your disciple. I ignore him and start fighting against the command prompt. However, I know next to nothing programming, let alone hacking, so I can't do much here. Making that pointless. While I struggle, the lounge door opens up. We're joined by Natsumi-san and Tatiana. What are you two doing here? Natsumi-san! They're in their indoor clothes, and they're holding body hygiene goods, so it's clear they're just back from the bathhouse. First the store, now this. I feel like Natsumi-san's around Tatiana way more than usual. She normally goes to the bathhouse alone. Though she's changed a bit recently, this is still a bit unexpected, considering Natsumi-san's love for solitude. Yeah, this can't be. Natsumi-sensei bedtime should have been 15 minutes longer. Tatiana started swimming around, so we got out before they kicked us out. Wait, why do you know how long I bathed? That is true camaraderie. He says that with absolute confidence. Natsumi-san questions further. Simply go at him for a bit. What are you two doing here? Oh, I get it. You're doing that Aurora thing you mentioned, right? I want to see. Completely clueless, Tatiana comes closer. Wait, stop! Natsumi-san comes close and attempts to stop Tatiana. Oh no, they're gonna see the command prompt. No, helping it. Aruka-san presses the escape key at lightning speed. The screen instantly shows Aroge. Aruka-san! I try to hide it, but it's too late. Tatiana and Natsumi-san both see it clearly. What's this? There's lots of girls. It looks like she doesn't understand what's going on. Natsumi-san, however, grimaces menacingly. Aroge, at a time like this, you two are the worst. I've had enough of you for one day. Tatiana, leave these two alone. You don't want to get perv germs all over you right after a bath. Natsumi-san angrily leaves the lounge. I drop my shoulders. I know that we can't get her involved, but man, my rating must have dropped a lot today. And here I thought she was opening up me. She was opening up me recently. Ding! What a shame. I start to turn gloomy. And what are you really doing? Tatiana extends her hand and presses the escape key. Oh yeah, she probably knows about certain functions like that. Oh hey, you can't! Her disk lamp makes it obvious that this is just a dummy program. Oh yeah, she would know that because she's a programmer. Really? Sakai's programs make the access lamp blink in Morse code. You can't fool me. I had absolutely no idea, and I guess this means that we should have been more aware of this programming genius rather than Natsumi-san. A short while later, the dummy Roge vanishes and replaced by what was there before. Well, what are you guys doing with the command prompts? Tatiana tilts her head. Hey, don't look, just watch the TV or something. I tried to hide the screen for Tatiana. You could just close it. It's a laptop, right? Oh, that's not how you do it. Come on, that's wrong too. That's not the right command. Your spelling gets wrong. I understand that a programmer would be upset about what I'm doing here, but I can't work with her complaining in my ear. Can you stop? You don't even know what you're trying to do here. You're saying you don't even know what she's trying to do here to a programming genius. Great. I don't even know who you are, or I don't even think you know what you're doing here. She's got me there. As a false sign, Aruka-san comes to help me out. Tatiana, we are in the middle of a holy war right now. Women and children have no business here. Get off the big wheel. Holy war? What are you just trying to access the exit directory, right? I can tell that much. What is this directory anyway? She instantly guesses what we're doing, but Aruka-san doesn't back down. If this is a forbidden door protected by security that I'm Sakai can breach, it's probably Pentagon class. Even if you're a genius, it's too heavy for a little girl like you. To the programming genius. Great. You got to be mad though. Show me. Ah, Tatiana. Tatiana takes my laptop and starts typing something. After a brief moment, she suddenly stops. What? Her reaction is about the same as Owari-san's. What's wrong? You're giving up already? No, I'm not the one who wrote the security program. Apparently the base was made by Sakai, but the IPS is exactly the same as the one used in Viking North. This doesn't seem like a situation where I can ask what IPS means. What? Tatiana starts typing in and tilts her head. This is weird. Sakai should be able to get past security. This childish while picking his nose. I mean, he's the one who made the beast. The parts I made would never work on him. Really? Does that mean Sakai didn't cross it on purpose? Aruka-san is genuinely surprised. I mean, he passed my PC security like it's nothing, and its security was way more difficult than this. Though even if it's childish, breaking through this IPS from the outside is impossible. After all, it's security over Viking North database. If a normal hacker tried it, the program would automatically change its structure while he's still hacking it, terraforming the core method of the protection. It's a program so perfected that it might as well be the representative of all the programs he's ever coded. Even I still haven't properly analyzed what principles this program works. But anyway, what is the protection used for here? What's a mystery? Still typing, and Tatiana gives an explanation, though it sounds more like praise for Owari-san. After a while of glaring at the screen, she stops. But I'm a genius, you know. I got the access rights. She presses the enter key and shows what's inside the directory. Whoa, that's our electrical leader. Good job. Or he says electric, but anyway. Aruka-san, that nickname is bad in more ways than one. Tatiana is still staring at the screen. And what's with this directory? The forbidden door protected by sea of data. Fragment of the Akashic records that contain all there ever was, is, and will be in this world we call home. No, that's just a single picture file. What? Aruka-san stares at the screen. Indeed, the X directory only has a single image file. Entered Enter to exit 2017-0803 APG, 254 kilobytes. And that's it. It doesn't look like there's any file directories that are hidden. So this file image contains the info we seek. Can you really open it? Well, it just seems like a fake. It doesn't seem like a fake. I think it's really just an image file. Then let's begin the right to unsealing. Full contact! Following the weird shout, Tatiana opens the file. Whoa. It even shows a Reina-san. And actually it just shows like a similar scene that we saw at the beginning of the game. It's an image with a red filter over it. And it's displaying. It's Reina. It really is Ichirei. It looks like she's in a terminal computer room in the virtual world. Asakusa Underground. Reina-san's bound to the wall of that room. The combination of the red filter and pixelated letters in the middle make it look sinister. What? Why came over? That's ominous. It's like a screenshot of some online game. It looks so creepy. I don't know who made this or for what purpose, but it definitely makes me feel uneasy. Tatiana, when was this file made? August 3rd, 1313. That's yesterday, right after we returned from the New World, right? And from the background, it's safe to assume that's the terminal room from where we first met the Obsidian Man. Oh yeah. Does this mean that Reina-san's there right now? That's a reasonable assumption, Tatiana. Tatiana, for now, just say that back into our net. I'm not sure if I want to, but okay. Yeah. She types some commands and saves the image on the PC. Can I cut the connection now? Yeah, I don't think we'll gain anything more from here. Shut down! Tatiana types some more commands and ends the connection. But what does this image mean? Asakusa whispers while looking at the saved image. For now, all we know is that it's probably in the terminal room in the New World Asakusa Underground. The data was created makes it likely that Ichirei is being kept here. And there's the ominous game over. Importantly, there's a barcode code at the bottom right. And that's it, I guess. Aruka points at the screen, specifically the QR code like part of it. What is it anyway? Well, it's a black hole. No, sorry, wrong thing. Maybe an access code of some sort. Reiji, activate your barcode reader app. You think so? Just as I'm told to take out my smartphone and run the barcode reader app. I bring the phone close to the PC screen and scan the code. I do it properly, don't get a URL or anything like that. Nothing's happening. So it's not the normal barcode, huh? Well, I guess we should have expected that much. We forget the barcode and go back to considering the picture itself again. After all talking, Tatiana falls asleep. Well, it was like we got another mystery. What was the reason for the picture? Why did Wari-san kick us out? Will Natsumi and the other girls find out what we're getting into? Find out next time in the next episode of Our World Is Ended. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.